Thor, released in 2011 as part of the MCU, is a cinematic journey into the world of Norse mythology with a contemporary twist. As a banished god from Asgard due to his arrogance, the mighty god of thunder resides on Earth, where he transforms into one of its greatest defenders. Three scientists, Jane Foster, Eric Selvig, and Darcy Lewis, are in the New Mexico desert, studying an aurora-like phenomenon. They encounter a mysterious tornado, prompting them to approach it. The van collides with a man caught in the storm, a semi-conscious, well-built, blonde individual. A voiceover tells of a 900 AD battle between Asgardians and frost giants, with Asgardians winning and seizing a powerful casket. Odin, speaking to his two sons, Thor and Loki, acknowledges their worthiness, but underscores that only one can be king. Years later, Asgard holds a grand ceremony, naming Thor as the crown prince. Loki envies his brother's recognition. During the ceremony, intruders try to steal the Jotun's power casket, but a mighty destroyer robot thwarts them. Odin remains calm, but Thor is furious and wants to retaliate. Odin, however, prohibits him from doing so. Thor, accompanied by Loki and their loyal friends, journeys to the Bifrost Bridge portal. They are granted passage by the guardian, Heimdall, and arrive on the frost giant planet, Jotunheim. There, they clash with King Laufey and his frost giants, leading to a fierce battle. Loki discovers something unusual when touched by a frost giant. The situation escalates as a massive beast is unleashed. Thor defeats the creature, but they remain surrounded. Odin intervenes to rescue them and seeks peace, but Laufey declares war on Asgard. Odin fends off Laufey and brings the group back home. Upon returning to Asgard, Odin releases Thor's friends, but confronts Thor and Loki. Furious with Thor's actions, Odin deems him unfit to be king, strips him of his power, and banishes him to Earth, sending his mighty hammer, Mjolnir, after him. Only the worthy shall possess the power of Thor by wielding the hammer. On Earth, Thor becomes aggressive and gets tasked by Darcy, rendering him unconscious. The scientists transport him to the hospital, but Thor wakes and is sedated again. Eric advises Jane to leave him alone, but she's intrigued and attracted to him. Thor escapes, and they accidentally hit him with their van, but take him with them. Jane gives him civilian clothes. Thor overhears locals talking about a satellite crash and decides to investigate, with Eric urging Jane to stay away. Government agents from S.H.I.E.L.D. take control and seize Jane's research materials. Thor explores the town and tries to buy a horse from a pet store. Jane gives him a ride, and they head west in the van. At the satellite crash site, where Thor's hammer has landed on Earth, a crowd gathers and people attempt to lift it from the crater. Stan Lee makes a cameo appearance as a local resident attempting to extract the hammer using his pickup truck. Later, Thor and Jane arrive, but the area is heavily guarded. Thor fights the agents, but can't lift the hammer, and he's eventually captured by S.H.I.E.L.D. In Asgard, Thor's friends suspect Loki's involvement in Thor's banishment. Odin reveals that Loki is not a pure Asgardian and was adopted from Jotunheim, and his real father is Laufey. As Odin falls into a coma, Loki becomes the acting king. On Earth, Agent Coulson questions Thor, and Loki appears, claiming Odin is dead and Thor can't return to Asgard. Distraught, Thor is taken by Eric, who pretends he's Jane's ex-husband. They bond over drinks, and Thor secretly takes Jane's notebook. Thor and Jane discuss the 9 realms and the Bifrost Bridge on a rooftop, with Jane theorizing it's like an Einstein-Rosen bridge wormhole. Loki secretly makes a pact with Laufey. He plans to allow the frost giants into Asgard to kill Odin and take the power casket. In return, they promise to leave in peace. Thor's friends decided to go to Earth to help him, even if it meant breaking the rules, and Heimdall helped them get there. At the same time, Loki sent the destroyer to Earth to kill Thor and confronted Heimdall for his actions. On Earth, the destroyer arrives in the New Mexico desert, wreaking havoc. Thor, along with the 3 scientists, tries to evacuate everyone safely. Thor confronts the destroyer and offers himself in exchange for leaving humans alone. Loki observes from Asgard. The destroyer seemingly kills Thor, but his selfless act proves him worthy, allowing him to wield Mjolnir again. Thor defeats the destroyer, restores himself to full power, and promises Jane he will return before heading back to Asgard. In Asgard, the frost giants invade through the portal, passing by the frozen Heimdall. Heimdall breaks free and brings Thor back to Asgard. As Laufey attempts to kill Odin, Loki kills Laufey to make himself look like the hero. Thor returns to confront Loki, but Loki fired at him, causing him to be flung outside the building. Loki tries to destroy Jotunheim through the Bifrost portal. Thor battles him and immobilizes Loki with Mjolnir. As the bridge crumbles, they fall into space, but Odin saves Thor. Loki concedes and falls into the abyss. Back in Asgard, things seem calm, though Odin is saddened. Thor misses Jane, but Heimdall reassures him. On Earth, Jane continues her research in a new lab with updated equipment. In a post-credits scene, Selvig is brought to a S.H.I.E.L.D. facility, where he encounters Nick Fury. Fury reveals an object in a briefcase, hinting at its limitless power potential. Unseen by Selvig and Fury, Loki materializes and comments, "Well, I suppose that's worth investigating." Selvig echoes Loki's sentiment, and the movie ends here. Thank you for watching, and I highly recommend watching the entire movie as it is incredibly enjoyable. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel, so you can stay updated and receive notifications whenever we upload new videos.